The Red Sox got a really impressive win over the Athletics last night. And as I've said, this season is far from over. If you still have faith in the Boston Red Sox, go down below in the comments and just type me right now. Every single person that watches this video, if you love the Red Sox as much as I do and as much as everyone else in this channel does, then you should be typing me. Let's make the goal 100 me's in the comments on today's video. The Red Sox continue to stay alive. They win last night against the Athletics. We've got really positive news on Wilyer Abreu. This is a positive episode of the Red Sox Rundown. I am your host, Jack Lotteray. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Good injury news, really great game. Thank God, by the way, because it was a 9 p.m. first pitch in Dallas, Texas, and if they would have lost that game, I would have gone ballistic. But nonetheless, they got the win. We're going to talk about that, but let's start with Wilyer Abreu. We got probably our best update so far from Alex Cora before the game. Here's what he said. I am not even gonna take a bunch of your time. Here's what he had to say. He said, "I think there's a good chance. Not this week, but probably next week. We'll decide that when we have to. I don't really know." So he said he doesn't really know, but what he thinks is it's going to be next week. And more reporting came in after that. It sounds like it's going to be the Oakland series. Not Oakland anymore, excuse me. It's going to be the Athletics series at home, which is the beginning of next week. So this is fantastic news. Now, look, Nate Eaton, Nick Sogard have been doing great, but as we know, like, Wilyer Abreu is just that step above, and to get him back into this offense is a shot of adrenaline that you really need. Now, the offense last night was great. The night before was fine, but I had my issues, and if you want to know my issues, go watch yesterday's video. But I'm just not going to mince words. Since Roman Anthony got hurt, the offense just hasn't been flowing. And again, thankfully last night it got flowing, and I feel a little better than I did yesterday. But getting Wilyer back is an instant upgrade. It's an instant net positive. He can change the perception of a game with the swing of a bat, and he can be a pivotal part of the middle of this lineup. And so the fact that, one, over the last few days he's been running, and it seems like he's been running well, and it seems like he has been, for all intents and purposes, recovering well. Because of that, and because now Cora is actually given a timeline, he did not want to give a timeline in the last few updates. But the fact that he's actually giving a timeline now of saying, there's a good chance that probably next week he's going to be back, that's a really good sign. This is the best news that we could have possibly gotten in terms of a Wilyer Abreu update. No setbacks. He's running. It seems like it's going well. And Cora now thinks probably next week Wilyer Abreu will be back. Send out the good vibes to Wilyer. He's not back yet. He's not back yet. Everything needs to go right. He needs to continue to recover well. He needs to keep going on all cylinders. But from everything we've heard, it sounds like it's going to be good. But still, send out the good vibes. It hasn't been confirmed that he's coming back yet. Like the video. If you want Wilyer Abreu back as soon as possible, just click that like button. It's right there. It's free. You don't got to pay any money for it. Just click that like button, and that'll send good energy out into the universe that Wilyer Abreu will be back as soon as possible. What about Cooper Criswell? A lot of people have been in my comments when we've been talking about the pitching and who the Red Sox could potentially be calling up, who they could be promoting, what they're going to do in terms of who's going to start. And a lot of people have been in my comments saying, what about Cooper Criswell? Where the hell's Cooper Criswell? This, that, the other. So if you don't follow the minors at all, and you don't follow the minor league IL, Cooper Criswell has been on the minor league IL. So he's been hurt. That's why he has not been called up to the major league roster, because you're not going to call somebody up who's hurt. Well, we actually got an update today from Chris Cotillo of Mass Live, and it sounds like he could be back soonish. We'll we'll see. Here's what he had to say. He said, righty Cooper Criswell, sidelined since August 20th with elbow inflammation, is back to throwing bullpens in Worcester, a source said. It'll be clear later this week if the swingman is an option to help the big league club by the end of the season. Criswell's elbow injury is not serious, but the Red Sox found it prudent to shut him down from throwing for a few weeks, which I totally understand. The Red Sox have had enough injuries this year, whether it be arm injuries, whether it be, the knee for Cutter Crawford. Like, they've had enough injuries this year. So if there was some inflammation, but it wasn't serious, let him heal, let him get better before you potentially need him for a playoff push / the playoffs. But if he's throwing now, and if everything goes well, and like they said, it'll be clear later this week whether it does or does not go well, I see Criswell as the number one option to be called up as a potential 5th, 6th starter, even out of the, a bulk guy out of the bullpen if needed. Because when he's come up, he's pitched well. He had that start a month or so ago where he went 6, 7, 8, like he 8 innings and he did it well. Like Criswell has had his outings where he's been really good. So, I know like everyone in the comments is like, where's Criswell? Where's Criswell? Where's Criswell? And like rightfully so, he's been relatively reliable. So if he is healthy, if he's ready to go, I think, we've been talking about Connerly Early. We've talked about Kyle Harrison. We've talked about, Tyler Ruberstein. We've talked about all of these different options. If Criswell is healthy, it's Cooper Criswell. Like, he will be the one that gets called up because he's got the most major league experience. He's been relatively consistent. And, I think Alex Cora, trusts him and relies on him for, bulk innings, for spot starts. Like, that's very valuable, especially with where the Red Sox sit right now in terms of depth and in terms of just an all-hands-on-deck mentality to get to the end of the season and get to the postseason. You let me know, though, should Cooper Criswell get called up if healthy? Type C if you would call him up. Type K if you would keep him down in AAA. You let me know down below in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts right now. We're going to talk about the game here in just 1 second, but as I do in every show, I am going to shamelessly ask you to hit that subscribe button. The goal before the playoffs start is 6,000 subscribers. And everyone says, oh, Jack, that's such a lofty goal. Jack, that's such a lofty goal. We've still got basically an entire month left, and we are 600 subscribers away. It sounds like a big number, but if we all band together, I think we can get there pretty quickly. I want to get to 6,000 subscribers so that when these watch parties start in the playoffs, we have as many Red Sox fans in the chat as possible. So if you have not already, if this is your first time watching an episode of the Red Sox Rundown, just go down and hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. And what you get in return, daily Red Sox videos, daily short form reactions to every single game, and a whole bunch more. You're going to meet people in the comments. It's a Red Sox community here at the Red Sox Rundown. That is my guarantee to you. If you give us 1 week, I promise you, you're going to love the content that you get because you are getting the best news, rumors, and analysis from a die-hard Red Sox fan. So if you've not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you already have, take this link, send it to a friend. Let's get as many Red Sox fans on this channel before the playoffs start in October. All right, let's talk about the game, folks. Red Sox win 7-0. Thank the baseball gods that they won and that it was an entertaining game because, oh boy, if they lost, heads would have rolled because this was a 9 p.m. first pitch here in Dallas, Texas. I'm not staying up till midnight filming these videos if they're going to lose. Now, I will, obviously, because that's my commitment to you. That's why you subscribe. But I wouldn't have been happy about it. But I'm happy about it because Sox won a damn good game. And it was a game that you desperately needed. You needed to calm everyone down because, again, I said it in yesterday's video, which if you haven't watched yesterday's video, go watch yesterday's video. I said it in yesterday's video. I still was not convinced that this offense was, back because that game against Arizona was very, very sloppy. Defensively, offensively, and pitching-wise, all very sloppy. This was a clean game from the Red Sox, a dominant game for the Red Sox, and that made me feel really, really good. Let's start with Garrett Crochet. You needed a starter to come out and just bring some consistency and kind of calm everybody down, because the last turn of the rotation was not good at all. And so to have Crochet come out and absolutely shove was really good. 7 innings, 3 hits, no walks, no runs, 10 Ks. That's the start of an ace. That is a stat line of an ace. And Garrett Crochet, as we have said a million times, this is the most pitches he's ever thrown in a season. He is on, he has exceeded every, pitch count, inning limit, everything for his entire career. And for him to come out and absolutely shove against, let's call spade to spade, against a, not a bad Athletics lineup. It's not. Your top 3, Shea Langoliers, Brent Rooker, Nick Kurtz, that's really good. Then you've also got Justin Wilson, Tyler Soderstrom, Zach Geloff. 6 of your 9 I can name off the cuff and are good talents. Now, this isn't a good team. They're 66 and 79. They're last in the AL West, but they got a lot of really intriguing young players. So let's not act like this Athletics team is horrible. I was worried going into this series that the Athletics were going to do what they do. And, Garrett Crochet came out and he silenced that instantly. He was absolutely fantastic. That's ace stuff. That's what you get from your ace. And then Zach Kelly, Chris Murphy closed it out with the 8th and the 9th. Perfect innings, no base runners, no Ks, nothing. Clean stat lines. That's what you love to see from your pitching. Bounce back after a really rough turn of the bullpen, or turn of the rotation, and carry the Sox to a dub, which was exactly what you needed. But it wasn't Crochet alone, though. The offense actually, legitimately, did something tonight. They had life. And this was the first time I felt like they really had life since Roman Anthony got injured. Again, we can talk about yesterday. Yesterday's game was really sloppy. And, you didn't really start an offensive, slugfest until, the 7th inning. And 3 of your, 7 runs yesterday came in the 9th. So, you started to see the wheels turning a little bit. But today, from the get-go, you were doing it. You scored 3 runs in the first 2 innings, and you instantly jumped onto a lead, and you looked damn good. 12 hits, 7 RBIs, 1 walk, 8 Ks. Jarren Duran, Alex Bregman, Trevor Story, Masataka Yoshida, Carlos Narvaez all had multi-hit games. This is a big thing. Your top 3 hitters in the lineup all had multi-hit games. All scored at least 1 run. All had at least 1 RBI. With Roman Anthony gone, those 3, and I talked about it yesterday, and I've been talking about Jarren Duran, Alex Bregman, Trevor Story, those 3 need to show up with Roman Anthony gone, and they all did last night. Jarren Duran 2 for 5 with a run and an RBI, did strike out twice, but again, relatively good stat line from him. Bregman goes 2 for 5 with a run and an RBI. Story goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI and a home run, which was absolutely huge. Nathaniel Lowe goes 0 for okay. He's been hitting well. I'm not going to get on him about that. Romy goes 1 for 4 with an RBI. Yoshida goes 2 for 4 with a run, an RBI, and a K. Rafaela goes 0 for 3 with a run, a walk, and a K. Nick Sogard really was kind of the spark plug of this. He kind of got a really clutch hit to score a run. 1 for 4 with an RBI and a K. And then Narvaez 2 for 4 with a run, an RBI, and a K as well. But also had a clutch home run in, the 5th? You got contributions from basically everyone. The only person that really didn't contribute tonight in any way, shape, or form was Nathaniel Lowe. And I'll give him a pass because he's been really good for the Sox since he's gotten here. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass. But everyone else, even the people that didn't have hits, contributed in some way, shape, or form. Rafaela didn't have a hit, but he walked and he scored a run. That's still contributing. And that's really great to see from a lineup that I've been very, very shaky on since Roman Anthony went down. Another thing, they went 5 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They only left 4 runners on base. They didn't just rely on the home run. They only hit 2 home runs. They scored 7 runs. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Now, again, you're not facing the best pitching in the face of the earth, but Morales, their starting pitcher's got a 2.73 ERA. That's not something to scoff at. So for you to come out and hit well, contribute with runners in scoring position, not just rely on the home run ball, put together good at-bats, It's a good sign going forward, and I'm starting to feel more confident to finish out this series, going to the Yankee series at Fenway to end the week. You guys let me know down below in the comments. Do the Red Sox win this series? Y for yes, N for no. Dustin May's on the mound tonight. Tomorrow, as of the recording of this video, is still TBD. We have no idea who's going to pitch tomorrow yet. Could be a bullpen game. Could be Peyton Tolley, although I don't think that he's going to start. Could be a Kyle Harrison. Could be a whoever. When a decision is made, we will make a short, so make sure you subscribe. But you let me know, do they win? Y for yes, N for no. Do they win this series? Let me know down below in the comments. That's where we're going to end it, guys. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I stayed up till midnight to record this video for you guys because that is my commitment to you as a Red Sox fan. So hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out. We'll be back later tonight with a recap short, and then again early tomorrow with another full-length video. We'll see you all in the next video, and until next time, go Sox.